Everyone wants to talk about how smart their kid is, how dumb is yours? Not a parent, but my dad would likely tell people this story about my sister. She planted the sesame seeds from a hamburger bun into the ground, thinking she could grow her own hamburger buns. Then proceeded to water a different place every day because she didn't place a marker where she planted. Idiot. My daughter thinks our dog who died has turned into a plant in our balcony and she waters it every morning and talks about her day. As I was changing his diaper, my son peed in his own mouth and then choked on it. Back when my daughter was 4, she used to cry hysterically every time I wouldn't let her strangle herself with our TV cords. My 2-year-old nephew doesn't realize he can use his hands to stop himself on something whilst running, so instead he just runs head first into cupboards, doors, and trees, and cries about it. I have uttered the words, "Don't lick the headlights." Only minutes ago, having lunch with my kids, my 4-year-old is complaining that the bread his bagel was getting in the way of him eating the whole, and could I cut the bread away? Once I told her it was raining cats and dogs outside and she lit up like the 4th of July and ran to the window. She began to cry when there was only rain everywhere, not puppies and kittens. My youngest daughter who is 7 takes everything too literally. One day we were running late, I told Abby to go to the bathroom so we can load up. After waiting 10 minutes, I knock on the bathroom door to see what's up. She opens the door and is just standing there. I asked what in the world is she doing there for so long? She replies. "Nothing mommy, you told me to go to the bathroom, so I've just been standing here waiting on you." Shaking my head. Needless to say we were really late that day. She cried because I told her she wasn't allowed to pour water out of the bucket onto the grass because she wanted to jump in a muddy puddle. I told her no because she has no shoes on and her feet would get wet, then she emptied the bucket when I wasn't looking, jumped in it and cried because her feet were wet. Speaking for my parents, I used to use the VCR as a piggy bank. Dad used to say he could rewire one, he opened it up so many times. Me, you can't go outside without supervision. 4-year-old, but I have supervision in my body. My 14-year-old has tried to microwave soup in the same metal bowl at least 3 times. This is the only metal bowl we have in the house, so it's not like she doesn't have many options. I say at least 3 times because that is how many times my wife and I have stopped her. Who knows what happens when we are not home? Oh. And she is taking pre-AP classes at the high school this year. Not my kids, but my little sister. Once, she cut her own hair behind our back and figured she didn't like it, so she started crying and tried to undo it using duct tape. She didn't realize birds actually have legs. She was under the impression that the feet just attached to the bottom of the body. Owls' legs are particularly problematic and concern her most. She's 14. My 3-year-old had a meltdown yesterday because someone ate all his sultanas. It was him. He ate all the sultanas. My 13-year-old couldn't understand why hiding a popsicle in his bed was a bad idea. I play rock paper scissors with my daughter to make her finish her food. Round 1, she throws rock, I throw scissors, yay. You won. You get to eat in the spoon. Round 2, she throws paper, I throw scissors. I win. You need to eat another spoon. She still doesn't suspect a thing. Like and subscribe so you don't miss my daily videos.